Hello, everybody, and welcome to SlamTube, where we take a look at the recent WWE pay-per-view, which just happened. It was the SmackDown Live's first one, Backlash.
I like
All
Backlash.
All right, so did anybody see the pre-show?
I did not.
That's a negative, but I understand that Baron Corbin defeated Apollo Crews.
All right. So then we will jump into the pay-per-view proper then. So just for Jim, I noted a couple of the promo things.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Is it opened with Shane and Daniel Bryan?
Yes.
So, because I know you want me to mention that.
Appreciate it.
And then did you want to talk about that or just go right into the first match?
Promo wasn't much. I mean, either way, if you want to talk about it.
Whichever one. Although, first of all, we would like to address last video, Clash of Champions, Jim. Boom.
Yes. Clash of the Champions that happens to take place at night.
Yeah, it's weird. I went back and rewatched it, and for some reason it didn't have video. Jim said you had video on, so it's weird it didn't record it, which is fine.
Yeah.
Basically, when I listened to the end, Jim's like, yeah, and according to Wikipedia, the next one's coming up. And he lists one, and then he goes, and Night of Champions. I'm like, it's Clash of Champions.
Which is totally different from the WCW one, Clash of the Champions.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we've learned anything from Fast and Furious, removing the makes it different.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, so first match, then we had the SmackDown's Women's Championship, the six-pack elimination, as they called it, with we had Becky Lynch, Natalya, Naomi, Alexa Bliss cosplaying as Harley Quinn, Carmella, and Nikki Bella.
Yep. I will say I liked this match. This was a good match.
I thought this was a very good match.
There was only one part of the match that was shit, and that was Naomi. When she goes up and then comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, and fucking Natalya has to step forward, grab her, and position her onto her to get the head scissors over the top rope, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
so
that
realistic.
was sloppy as shit.
But besides that, the rest of the match was pretty. I liked the rest of the match.
It was a good backboard match. I like the fact that Carmella got a with a tight pinfall over Nikki Bella to keep their feud going.
I was honestly surprised it took so long for the first pinfall.
Yeah.
Which I thought was actually pretty good.
I was surprised how fast the pinfalls came after that because, I looked away for a couple seconds. I looked back at Carmella and I saw Natalya and Nikki get pinned.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm all like, wait, are Naomi and Alexa still in the match? No, they got eliminated. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't see Naomi get pinned. I saw the other ones. I just didn't see. I didn't notice Naomi get pinned.
Yeah, she's submitted to the sharpshooter.
Fair enough.
Yep. But yeah, I like that. And yeah, like you said, there was great moments and stuff like the roll up right after Nikki had got the pinfall and she's pulling the tights and it's like 1, 2, 3. It's like no.
Yep.
And I was like, that's kind of funny. And it works and it continues their feud and it does a good job.
Yeah. I was happy that Becky won. I thought that was awesome.
That was good.
All right. So next match, then we have the Usos v. the Hype Bros for the, I guess, #1 tag. I don't know. The finals of tag team tournament bracket.
In the last semifinals match.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to thank David Otunga for pointing out that they were rewarded for what they did, but whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And wow, that entrance, they were so boring.
Let this be a lesson to superstars. If you lose, just assault your opponent. You'll get a rematch.
Just injure him. It's cool.
Well, so as I mentioned to Jim, which I'm not sure if that was the part you went about with the entrance, that doesn't match.
Mm-hmm.
The shooting going about the Usos once.
Yeah, where they just come out and they're just walking.
Yeah, I didn't mind them doing that in the black as heels. It was just weird that the Titantrons and bright colours with mentioning the paint on their face. I'm like, update that, come on.
Yeah, it's like you're not wearing paint. They're in black. This doesn't make sense.
I also made the joke to Jim during it of based on how one of the Usos was dressed. Of oh damn, they're desperate to push Roman Reigns. Because I'm sorry, when he had like the black tarp ring on and his black, he looked like Roman Reigns with the tattoos and the face. I was like, okay,
a little bit, yeah.
Why does he? I know they're related, so they have similar faces, which just makes it more funny.
Yeah.
They're so desperate to push him, they've repackaged him as the Lost Uso.
You know, that would be worth seeing for like a week or two.
On the disc Uso.
Yeah.
That'll be his new name, on the disc Uso.
Yeah. That's right. They gotta do that. They gotta do that for one of those angles where Roman Reigns loses some kind of authority-related match and gets fired, and then he shows up as the third Uso wearing face paint.
Like, I know they're stupid, but every once in a while, I love one of those. That's just so stupid. Where like the guy gets fired and he comes back with a mask, and you know it's him, but just people go along with it. They're like, yeah, sure, fine.
They couldn't be. They were different heights, according to Mr. Marker.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go back to detector test. Come on, what more do you want?
But yeah, I like the Usos, and I've seen them repackaged or ish as a heel. I was like, okay, that's cool. They're getting a new attitude. That could be something they need because they were starting to feel a little stale.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's cool. It was weird seeing them come out like that with that Titantron, but I'm hoping this is them going back to how when they first debuted in WWE, when they were dressed more like how the corporate rock was, and they were talking about, we're not going to be a Samoan stereotype with face paint on and doing dances. Oh, did they? I just love that because of how ironic it turned out to be. But still, that was cool when they're like, we're not stereotypes. We wear shoes and we're not stereotypes. We do that, and they're just beating people up. You're like, that's cool. And then like a couple of months later, WWE was like, hang on, yeah, what if we repackaged them as the stereotype? It's like Triple H or someone walked in backstage and just saw, okay, what should we do with the Usos? Press play on their first promo and it cuts off, we're not stereotypes of, and they mentioned, oh, brilliant, I like that gimmick, repackage them.
I just appreciate the line, we're not stereotypes, we wear shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like those lines, because most of the Samoans are obviously not wearing shoes, which is really funny, including their dad at one point. Actually, at most points, I think.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, head shrinkers when he didn't have them, and I was like, oh, but he probably did when he was a bit too cool. I'm like, no, I don't think he did, actually. I still think later on when he became a dancer, he didn't wear shoes.
Rikishi didn't have boots on. Yeah, he had boots at some point in time, yeah.
Boot.
Umaga didn't wear shoes.
So eventually he got shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to those WWE paychecks.
It was hard to dance in bare feet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's probably part of it.
You know, I'd laugh if he was wearing actual bare feet. I don't know why that'd be funnier. But no, I like this match. I'm sorry, what was it, Rick?
I was gonna say no, yeah, I'd like that too.
Yeah.
He's coming out in those bare feet and just has like those fuzzy slippers on.
Just beats the holy hell out of someone with like a fucking stuffed bear hand. And then constantly talks about how I beat John Cena down with my bare hands. I think at some point part may just be just too much like, you just win. Take all the championships, you win.
I support that.
See, I feel like that's the kind of bit they would do in one of those WWE Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah. But yeah, like I like the match. I don't think anyone here would be surprised by who won.
No.
No.
Because obviously, if it's a face team, we knew it had to be the heels that goes through usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, hype bros.
Yep.
Zack Ryder's like, yeah, I'm used to it.
Mojo's like, wait, you called me up for this?
And then the sad reality set in that, yes, that's probably what they did call him up for.
Yeah.
Good times.
Whereas, in all honesty, the better match would have been the team that they injured. Oh fuck! What the hell's their name now?
American Alpha, yes.
Thank you, American Alpha. I couldn't remember what word came after American then.
Yeah.
American Alpha versus the Usos, and then have the Usos turn heel and cheat to win. Would have been a much better match, and been shocking. Like, oh, what the hell's going to happen?
Yeah.
Technically, they didn't cheat to win. They injured their opponent to win and move on to another round.
To be fair, it's WWE. The nature of the business is to give as much damage as possible to people to get your arm raised for imaginary breast rings.
Yeah. Unless you're Brock Lesnar, then apparently it's a horrible travesty.
Yeah.
All right. So after that match, then we had a segment with Renee Young in the back talking to Slater and Rhino.
I
Yes.
love this segment.
Yeah, I actually thought this was pretty funny.
I mentioned to Jim a while back,
Yeah.
before the draft and stuff. I'll be honest, wasn't a big Heath Slater fan, and I've always been able to take or leave Rhino, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Both of them together, I'm like, I fucking love them. I don't know why. I just love them, like the above ground pool jokes and the kid jokes and this. I'm like, oh, it's brilliant. And Rhino's T-shirt, vote Rhino, and he'll fight for you. I love it. I love these two as a team, and I don't know why. It's
They're
like
a great
Team
team.
Hell No without being taken to the ludicrous extremes that ruined them.
Hmm.
They'll get there.
Give them time. It's WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then after that, we had the Intercontinental Championship match. Miz v. Ziggler.
And Heath Slater pooped
Oh,
his pants.
He did. He just got swerved. Yeah. But I do want to mention a couple things before the Usos match. We did see Bray Wyatt beat the shit out of Randy Orton in a hallway, and suffer a leg injury, and we also saw Miz get out promoted by a kid from Nickelodeon.
I just want to point out, we didn't see the start of the Bray Wyatt Randy Orton fight. We don't know who started it.
That's true. That's true. But we know who ended it.
The referee.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that kid with the Miz was annoying. I don't know what the hell is up with him. And then they're like, oh, he's from a Nickelodeon show. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because like the kid said the promo. Apparently, the Miz was at the Kids' Choice Awards, and they had a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's illegal.
And he got his own locker room.
He did. He got the Miz's locker room actually.
He got his own locker room while Luke Harper wasn't even drafted.
Not only was he drafted, Luke Harper didn't even make the WWE.com top 10 free agents list.
Yeah,
And yet,
I remember when he
Crime
mentioned that.
Time did.
yeah. Somebody working there totally forgot about him, and it wasn't me because I'm not working there. But I sometimes forget about him.
A lot of people tend to forget about him.
Yeah, pretty
I know.
much.
And I feel like the only reason Crime Time is there is because they probably thought JTG was still employed, because he was employed for way longer than anybody thought.
Yes.
I think he wasn't he dressed up as Big E on Raw?
Yeah, that's what I said when we watched it. If one of them, the one in the front on the scooter, looked too much like a member of Crime Time, I was like, is it?
Like it could
And
be JTG.
I didn't think like, oh, they all look alike. Like, oh, the two at the back are also Crime Time. Just the one on the front really looked
All
like
three
Crime
of those
Time.
guys are Crime Time. I just
But-
want to see somebody say that. Like, all three of them are Crime Time. And it's just like,
Shad Gaspard saw the nudie, and he realized what he needed to get over was a small dude to be partnered with, so there'd be three of them. So he cloned JTGs.
yes.
But one of them did look
GTJ.
like one of the members of Crime Time, and it's not unheard of for WWE to hire independent wrestlers for skits like that to beat them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been, in which case, if that's the case, that's kind of sad if that's him now.
Over skits like tonight to get insulted by AJ Styles.
Hmm.
But we'll get there.
I would make the case that may be less insulting than having to dress up like an old person and go down the ring on a scooter to then get your ass kicked and not be able to fight back. And that's probably more hurtful to their careers.
What would have been funnier is if they drove down on the scooter and they did the whole bit, and then after the bit is ending, as they're leaving, the camera just cuts to the back and Zeb Coulter's just laying on the floor. I'm like, can someone help?
Yeah. If they're smart, the people who were in that skit will go to TNA and just put on their resume, we had a fight with the New Day on TV. Boom, instant TNA success.
Yeah, pretty much.
When they fought the New Day, they should have cut the cameras for a second for the universe exploding.
Yes.
Anyway, then then we had the Intercontinental Championship match.
I like this match. I mentioned to Jim I was actually surprised by the ending. I didn't think Miz would win. Due to the altercation and before he came out with Daniel Bryan and Bryan looking all pissed and like desperate to go out there, I thought he was gonna like come out like right as Miz is winning and suddenly say, oh, I've banned Maurice, so he gets distracted and gets cost, or you know what I mean, something along those lines to continue their little feud.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, this still does, but because obviously Miz, like I think someone pointed out, they can totally like rub it in his face or something, which I do agree with, but
Yeah.
it's a case of I thought they were going to go the other route.
Yeah.
Which the second Daniel Bryan starts interfering in people's matches consistently, he become what he hates.
Yeah. Well, just how some of this feud was going about, at least the recent parts, made me laugh because it reminded me of like the CM Punk thing, where Ziggler's just like, "You're a coward! How dare you go out there and wrestle and not injure anybody?" Like, wait, we're supposed to boo a guy that's like not injuring people? Like,
Yeah.
like I don't do drugs. Boo. Wait.
Yeah. I loved the bit with Miz backstage on talking smack with Daniel Bryan. I fucking loved that promo.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's like, no, why the hell aren't you respecting this title that you claimed you loved? And he's like, I just don't respect the person in charge who's holding it. And Miz like, why? I'm never injured. I'm always coming out here. I'm always working hard. And Daniel Bryan's like, yeah, well, you don't want to be punched in the face. But Miz is like, well, you claimed you loved wrestling so much that if you really did, you'd go and wrestle on the independent circuits, right? Isn't that what you said last week?
Bingo halls.
Yeah, so why aren't you
go to the
doing
bingo
that? Why are you
halls.
back here as a suit? And Bryan walks off and stuff, which obviously it's all scripted. Fucking brilliant, though.
Oh, it's great, yeah.
That was a great interaction because it felt real. It shouldn't, but it felt real.
Yeah. Also, one thing I feel like WWE should prepare for though is they also showed a talking smack clip of when was it Carmella some crap Bella on the table on the talking smack, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, and if I like he's like a stage manager come over like he's gonna break the fight up, and I'm like, this is the WWE thing. You know there's gonna be wrestlers here. How do you not have like security? Like you know this is gonna happen.
Have you not seen what's happened with their audiences the last year?
Like,
they don't even have security to keep the crowd away.
That's true. But just I'm watching this and I'm like, this is like a weekly contract signing. How do you not expect this?
It's because it's a sit-down, civilized discussion.
I think we found what they're going to do with Mark Henry. Just put him in the background, just with a security uniform.
There you go.
Yes.
I just want to wait for one day for somebody to come and be so offensive that Renee Young snaps and just beats the crap out of some women and of some women's wrestler.
That would also be cool. And I want that Mark Henry gimmick, damn it now, Rick. I want him there for months and months just as a security guard. And then I want fucking Breezango to hire him as their personal security to come down as a manager.
For their VIP area, yes.
Yeah, to stand there like that with security on him like at the ringside.
That'd be amazing.
Brilliant.
That'd be awesome.
I want to do all that, but I want him in a penguin suit. Because I think at this point you're at 2 failed animated shows that you just go back to Slam City. You had it right the first time.
Yeah.
If he does dress up as the Penguin, I want him to tag with Miz in a chicken suit.
Ah, yes.
All right. So next match then, we had the Mole's favorite, Bray Wyatt v. Orton.
That was a heartfelt victory on the part of our hero Bray Wyatt. He's the hero of SmackDown. He won cleanly, I will point out, because he did not cheat in the entire time the bell rang.
he got a perfect KO.
Yeah, he won.
He did. He won. It was great.
Flawless victory.
And then, as I made the joke, he lasted longer than CM Punk.
Yeah.
We had to mention that at some point during the recording.
Yeah, that was going to come up.
Then next,
did Richter hear about that?
Just that much. Just that.
Oh, he lasted like 3 minutes and lost horribly.
Yeah. Well, his opponent had him on the mat about 10 seconds, and then he tapped him out within about 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
He tried reaching for the rope, but nothing happened.
AJ didn't come in and distract the other guy.
Yeah, it was weird.
Jump up on the octagon.
Yeah, and like I said, it was so bad that, like I mentioned to you at the beginning, Rick, before this came on, Dana White said he's probably not going to come back and he should go down to the amateurs.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first, folks. CM Punk versus Bobby Lashley. I'll put butts in seats.
Pretty much.
Oh, that may be a horrible joke.
Maybe.
May Bobby Lashley rest in peace.
Didn't he have like all the TNA titles at one point? Like at the same time?
He did,
Probably.
which means based on what Edge said when Jeff Hardy came back from TNA, that makes him like 5 times dead. when Jeff Hardy returned to TNA, he's like, wait, didn't you die? And that's all they say for his absence. Like, brilliant. Everyone thought he was dead when he was in TNA. No, just his career was until he came back to WWE.
Yeah.
All right,
so didn't they do something like that when Brother Christian Cage came back?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He should have come out of the time machine. And that's it. Like just part of a promo. It just is there, and he just comes out and he's like, "Oh, okay," and just walks. And they're like, "That's your explanation." Okay.
Yes. That would have been awesome, but no. But I believe after this really heartful drag-out brawl that Bray Wyatt won with his bare hands, we do have another match.
Yeah, he forgot about his other opponent.
Why are they trying to screw the Eater of Worlds? Leave him alone. He's just trying to eat the world.
They were trying to feed him. Got to feed Unicron. So yeah, then he had to fight the Demon Kane. And a no-holds-barred match.
Yeah. Also, right as you made that comment, in my mind, the camera cut to Ryback sitting home on a couch going, "Aw."
Yeah. And we have a no-holds-barred match to hide the fact Kane's really past it now, or is at least winding down.
Yeah.
Because now chairs and the table can do a bit more of the work to sustain Kane for a little bit.
Yep. Which
is a little sad in itself, I am aware. But when Kane came out, like I said, he wasn't built up as a threat. I'm like, this is pointless.
Yeah.
This would be like, I don't know, killing Bowser in fucking Super Mario just to find out, oh, wait, you got one more boss and it's a Goomba. You'd be like, maybe at some point at stage 1 till I figured out which button made me jump, you were a threat, but after that, no. But this match wasn't terrible. I'll put it. This is definitely the low point of the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Agreed.
But then Orton came out like a sore loser and costs Bray Wyatt his match. Why? Why would you do that?
Well, simultaneously probably doing more damage by jumping way up in the air and landing on his injured leg.
That's what I mentioned. He does that and then just quickly gets to his feet. You're like, I mean, hobble. She's like, no. As I mentioned, you're not Yoda from episode 2 where you jump around the place and suddenly you still need your walking stick.
You know, though, but given, like, with the finger wagging stuff, it almost feels very Orton to do that.
It does.
Like, he does that, lands, he's just like, oh, that's right, it hurts. You're just like, Scott or Orton?
That would also make sense. But they'll be continuing the Bray Wyatt-Randy Orton feud. Which is weird, because it's never felt like a feud that was going to go longer than a month, but...
Yeah.
This whole
Brad's so damn
segment
less
wasn't
talent, they
good.
got nothing else for him to do.
Maybe, but this whole segment felt really weird.
A
Also,
little bit.
where the fuck was the other Wyatt?
Yeah, he got rid of Eric Rowan. Remember, after Eric Rowan lost that match, he put his sheet mask on a rocking chair and walked away. He disowned Eric Rowan.
He did, but you'd think that would be the feud for Bray.
You would think, but the last time they tried to book a competitor, the big red thing didn't work out.
Yeah, last time I tried to put Bray versus Kane, it wasn't exactly good.
This is true.
Except for their Ring of Fire match was at least an interesting concept of how you've basically made TNA's answer to the Inferno match.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a ring surrounded by fire, but you can't use it. Like, what? It's just to keep you in the ring.
Okay.
It almost sounds like perfect. It almost sounds like perfect cell games. If you die, you're disqualified. It was like the fire's to keep you in the ring. If you get set on fire, you're disqualified. What?
Yep.
Man, did either of you guys like this segment? Which I obviously don't mind if you did.
Not so much, no.
Yeah, it was there. When they announced that like an alternate opponent for Bray Wyatt, my first thought was, "Oh God, this is gonna be Kane." But then my mind was like, "Oh no, wait, maybe they won't do that way. Maybe John Cena will come out." No, it was Kane.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a new debut of somebody, and then it was like Kane. I was like, oh.
See, that would have been that would have been interesting if they sent Goldberg out, or if they sent like Samoa Joe out. That would have also been good.
Oh my God, how amazing would it have been if it had been Goldberg's music? Goldberg came out, got into the ring, and then put the sheep mask on.
That would have been amazing.
Not like this.
I don't know why he'd keep it, considering his attire is usually just a Speedo, but still.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be brown.
He keeps it in his boot. He keeps it in his boot where Shawn Michaels keeps the run sheet.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a new debut or a returning superstar.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so let's see what happens here. And then it's Kane. I'm like, oh.
So you know what would have been really good there? The surprise early debut. No, yes, but the surprise early debut of Kurt Hawkins.
Yes. I am liking his Chuck Norris gimmick.
It's amazing.
I don't even know why. It's just for some reason it amuses me. He also feels really out of date because, like I said, some of them have been reused from the Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah.
And like, did WWE only just find out about this?
Yes.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And like, oh my god, this is gonna be huge. And then
Dude,
just one guy
wait,
backstage just going, I don't have the heart to tell him.
In like 8 years, we're gonna have like Harambe shit. So
Yes.
Yeah.
when Ryback comes back as the Silverback.
Oh. Well, if they want to make those jokes, they could do it early. I hear Jericho knows a couple, and they come with their own cake. What was that? But me? Okay. When Jericho came out with when they were Pride Planet of the Apes, they brought out 2 monkeys and they hit Stephanie with a cake. No. Okay.
I remembered. I giggled. Which, yeah, I thought it would have been something.
Yeah.
It felt like this whole segment existed to waste time. Unless Orton's actually injured, they literally just gave us a different match to set up the matchup that this one replaced.
Yeah, I think the thing is Orton actually was semi-injured and couldn't wrestle. Like I said, the little dirt sheets, which are always to be taken with a grain of salt, said that Orton had a minor injury. They thought he'd be cleared to wrestle by tonight, but he wasn't, so they had to make this up at the last minute.
I didn't even know he was a minor. Thank you.
Okay, then.
Yeah, it did feel weird too, because like when it's like, oh, he's coming. If he doesn't come out by the 10 count, I was like, oh god, this again. And then he didn't come out, and I was like, really? Like they already had to struggle to fill the like 3 hours, and they're just gonna be like, yeah, this match we don't need it.
Yeah, I was thinking they were going to jump over. I thought at one point maybe he was going to jump through the crowd and arc him out of nowhere on like 9 or something.
Yeah, I kind of I thought he'd do that too. That would really not sell the ankle injury though. Like I feel like his arm, I could see that, but like because I was like, oh, that'd be cool. Oh wait, what would we hobble out there? No.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of those things if he's not really that injured, he's just lying in wait or playing possum.
Could be.
So it was like the moment you love, Rick, of Triple H being dropped from a car the next night.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I like that time Triple H got really injured at a pay-per-view, and then he showed up at NXT like 3 nights later.
Yeah. It's okay. He's got mutant healing.
Apparently.
Yep. But yeah, so the
That's
one
Triple H's secret. He's Sabretooth.
Yeah, the one I found worse, and then it turned out I just got it wrong, was the JBL John Cena match. In front of the car, and the car looks like it smacks him right in the face. And you're like, oh, and then JBL's going, and suddenly Cena gets up and fucking attacks him. I'm like, wait, did he just no-sell a car to the face? Until they showed back the footage and said at the last second he rolled that way. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought this is going way too far.
It just hits him. He just hulks up and just pushes it back.
Yeah.
As like a dent in the front.
Yeah, you also realize how bad you are as a human being when you're like, oh, he rolled out the way. Ah. Like, wait, am I R-ing someone not being hit in the face with a car?
Yeah.
I'm a terrible human being.
That's wrestling.
Yeah.
But our next match, then, we had the SmackDown Live Tag Champs Tag Team Championship match. Slater and Rhino versus the Usos.
Tournament finals, baby.
Tournament finals. And yeah, as Mole touched upon earlier, it felt really weird to like cheer on Slater, but like that kind of had to, because like otherwise it'd be really pointless that they did all this and like, oh, you can get a contract if you win if they just lost. I'd be like, wait, that would be a really crappy payoff. But also, I'm cheering for Slater. I don't know anything anymore.
I don't think. Wait, what happened here?
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning of the time, I wanted them to win so he gets his contract because I really like these two together. They're not my favorite team in there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I really like those two together, but I don't want it to break up. It's like, you finally just found something good. Don't throw this away.
It's what they do.
Yep. I'll find a way to ruin it.
They always do.
Next week it'll be Heath Slater. You got your contract for WWE SmackDown. Yay! But only in North America. What? Whenever we go internationally, you have to fight for your contract there too.
Is that a match in every country that they go in to get a contract?
Or they do it citywide or statewide in America. Like, you just got it for that one state. You now need to get it for this state. Oh, for God's sake. And then in one state he loses, so we never get Heath Slater in that fucking state ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, Heath, you won the tournament, but technically there was foul play on the other side, so you've got to beat American Alpha now if you want to keep the titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've set up a Mortal Kombat style tournament, so you have to fight all of them, and then Triple H at the end because he beat the whole tag team division.
And don't forget yourself.
Yes, and yourself.
Yes, and yourself in a pallet swap ring attire.
I would so take that. I'd love to see like a palette swap of that scene. I know he would do it, just get like Taz, and he's just wearing a rhino thing.
Yes. But no, I don't see these being long reigning tag team champions.
No, probably not.
No, I doubt that.
I'll admit the matchup wasn't amazing. It was still enjoyable.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It might have just seemed better because of what came before it, but it seemed enjoyable. And when they won, I was like, yay, they're still together.
Yes. And then the promo afterward.
I like the promo. His celebration.
Yeah, I was pointing out to Mole the fact that it's kind of a funny double joke that Heath Slater said, because this is the greatest moment of my life, except for a couple of kids being born. Which is funny, because everyone tells like he's disregarding half his children, but it's even funnier when you realize that out of the ridiculous storyline, he actually only has 2 children. So it's a double joke. It's like, oh, this is great since I have children. Because you only have that, so you're respecting your actual children while still making a joke. That's great.
Yeah, and I love this team because we've had similar-ish combos before, but not to the same degree of Heath Slater being over the top and be like, whoa, the second he wins, like, yeah, baby, like he's a rock star. And Rhino just stood there like, yeah, I'm going to let him have this.
He's
not even like the big generic. It's not even the big generic monster with the quick guy like, oh, I'm just going to stand here and look intimidating. Rhino's more looking like, just let him have this. He doesn't have much, poor guy.
Yeah. Did anybody for just a second, when they won and then Rhino was handed both the belts and then looked at it, think he wasn't going to give one to Heath for a minute? He had both the belts and he's just like looking at it like this. I'm like, he's going to keep both belts because he did all the work, isn't he? But then he had them all like, oh, okay.
Yep.
That'd be funny.
It would be.
Okay, so.
Oh, nothing else to say. But yeah, overall that was enjoyable.
It was.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yep.
And then we have our final match of the night. Although I may have missed a promo, I don't know.
Nope.
Okay.
Backstage walking.
Yeah. Well, earlier we touched on AJ Styles giving a motivational speech to 2 up-and-coming independent guys.
Oh. Missed that one.
They can now tell everybody they met the face that runs the place. Even while they're, showing up week after week, they're struggling to try to get anywhere and living in their cars and getting their asses kicked weekly. And
that's okay because they met AJ Styles.
Exactly. They met the face that runs the place.
Yep. And this match was good. I liked this match.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
And also, people may disagree with. I thought, as I mentioned to Jim at the start of the month, that I think the correct person may have won.
I agree with that.
Just because AJ Styles v Cena has been a consistent feud, so when Cena comes back, you have an instant main event worthy match with a champion ready.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it probably is going to go with the way where AJ loses to Cena, possibly, but you've still got something that people would want to see. Whereas, like for example, this one, AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose, it wasn't a matchup where I was like, yeah, I need to go see that. I did with Dolphy Dean, but this one I was like, I was thinking about it, I was like, who else is going to challenge Dean? Most of the main event is a face. We need AJ.
We do.
Yeah, I was fine with him winning. Wasn't too keen on the ending, but I liked that he won.
As well pointed out to you, what do you mean? He beat him cleanly after hitting him with his finishing maneuver.
Yes.
Yeah, the ref didn't see it. It's legal. It's fine.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, and as I pointed out to Jim, I point out he hit him once in the nuts. Dean Ambrose threw him into a table and chairs and stuff that were over there. Multiple weapons and a commentator. That's cool. AJ Styles breaks the rule once, and ooh. And I'm like, stop doing this.
Double standard.
But we knew AJ, because he's heel, would have to cheat to win, sadly.
Yeah.
But, like I said, the matchup was a better quality than I thought it would be. I wasn't too sure they'd match well.
Yeah, but they did. They put on a great match.
Yeah, it's some good spots.
Yep.
Yep. Entertaining.
And yeah, AJ as champion's interesting because, like I said, yeah, the only other heel we have on the roster is Bray Wyatt, and we don't want to see Dean v Bray.
No, because they already did that, and it wasn't very good the first time.
Yeah, exactly. They did that for way too long and too many times.
AJ versus Bray, however, could be interesting.
He could be, although Bray's a little busy right now.
Yeah, but depending on the severity of Orton's injury.
He's not injured enough that he can constantly keep costing Bray matches like he did tonight. They'll keep doing that. Keep him on TV for a year, just costing Bray matches.
There you go.
Wow. That'd be painful.
It's Bray Wyatt versus insert wrestler. Okay, I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, okay. Yeah. What's gonna happen? Oh, okay. Randy Orton's now banned from ringside, and you're like, P is on Titantron, RKOing like every member of the Wyatt family that ever existed. And he's like, wait, what? Boom, roll up. No.
He just appears on Titantron, points at Bray Wyatt, and does an RKO to nothing, and Bray Wyatt just freaks out.
Yeah. Holds a globe. You have the whole world in your hand. RKO to the world, and Bray just loses his hands. None of this makes sense.
They get a palette swap like they did with Slater and Rhino. They just get palette swap Bray Wyatt and he RKOs him.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt just falls over.
But I am curious to see where this
They
goes.
bring in some woman he RKOs. Oh, I just RKO'd Sister Abigail. I thought Sister Abigail. Oh.
Yeah. I am curious to see where this goes. It's also really interesting that I thought Randy Orton would have gone more like maybe he won a rematch against Brock. But the second he obviously was beat the way he was like, nope, I'm done here.
Yep.
You thought that they'd won a rematch or dragged that out for like 2 pay-per-views.
You would think.
But I'm guessing that has to be a joint pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Unless
considering
they've
they're on
done
different
3
brands.
consecutive ones. And apparently they're having a rematch at a live event. And I'm like, really?
I did hear about that.
A live event and it's not going to be on the network? And I'm like, no. This doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Brock showing up for a house show. Randy Orton's in a match we want to see. And WWE isn't airing this?
It's in Brock's contract.
Yeah, it's basic. At this point, it's basically like when someone claims they're a woman whenever they're on message boards pick, so it didn't happen.
I'm Hot Jokes 24.
Yep.
Sorry, Pink Phoenix Ranger.
Ah.
Oh, that's that'd be funny.
According to Wikipedia, a woman's vagina. Wait, why is she talking this way? But no, like I said, I like this. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought this pay-per-view had the potential to be a badder pay-per-view. A worse pay-per-view than this, just because last time they had multiple shows and multiple pay-per-views, half the matches felt like they weren't pay-per-view matches.
Right.
That is true.
But I'm not sure if only half of these felt like they were pay-per-view matches because they added a belt.
That's true.
Like, Heath Slater Rhino versus the Usos. Did anyone really think that'd be a pay-per-view match? But when you add the titles, it suddenly becomes a pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Like,
a culmination of his story, it works better than as just a match.
Yeah, like that Divas match. I loved the match, but that seems like something you would do on SmackDown to set up the feud between the winner and the person they beat to win.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Alexis
Usually,
Bliss would win by cheating against Becky, and the matchup at the pay-per-view would be the Becky versus her at the pay-per-view.
Yep. Well, simultaneously setting up the Carmella versus Nikki thing by having Carmella eliminate Nikki with the tights.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. Like Mole said, could have definitely gone much worse than it did. So
Oh, definitely.
Pleasantly surprised.
There was one other thing I noticed that I pointed out to Mo when we were watching this. The problem of something happened tonight where apparently everybody forgot how to do a DDT. Because first Ziggler goes for one of the Miz, and because as Mo was pointing out, watching Ziggler fight the Miz was interesting because it was like watching what would have happened if the Miz fought Shawn Michaels if Shawn Michaels couldn't wrestle that good. And it's like he does it in the air, and literally he does it in the air, puts his head around Miz's around his arm around Miz's head, and then proceeds to drop on his legs, and Miz's head is about 8 inches from the mat. And I'm like, that shouldn't have hurt you at all. All he did was hurt his own legs. I don't know why you're no. And then later on and then later on the thing where freaking Kane went for it on Bray Wyatt, the same damn thing happened.
Yep. And yeah, they also did the other weird thing.
What's that?
I understand why, in case you say that, but why did they advertise 2 pay-per-views during this one? Of the Raw one and the next SmackDown one? That can be confusing as fuck when the only advert for it is the title of the pay-per-view and a crowd. Like, wait, which one's this for?
Well, that's the thing. If you're a regular viewer, you know, because it was several weeks ago when Heath Slater was there trying to earn himself a contract when he got beat up and was laying on a stretcher and was kind of out of it and yelling things about I'm going to show the opponent no mercy. When Shane went, no mercy. That's a good name for a pay-per-view. Do you think, Daniel? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go with that.
Yeah, he did. But I would also point out, if you're a regular viewer, you would subscribe to the network. They don't need to advertise those there, which they were advertising it in the pay-per-view, where like, buy this pay-per-view. It's weird.
Honestly, okay, you know the little Connor's Cure logo that they had?
The little belt, yeah.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I just see like CC, and I thought like the star or whatever was supposed to be like the O, so I thought it was like Clash of Champions. I'm like, that's a really shitty logo for their pay-per-view. Like, why are they pushing the Raw one? And then at one point I was like, oh shit, that's Connor's Cure or something, isn't it? They all had a little pin. I'm like, wait, it can't be Clash of Champions. They wouldn't wear a pin for that. Like,
yeah, we were all watching Raw trying to figure out why the hell everybody was wearing a pin. Mole finally figured it out, like, oh, it's Clash of Champions. No, he said, oh, it's Connor's Cure. We're like, oh, okay.
And then, Rick, were you like, oh, I thought it was a really shitty thing for a pay-per-view, but for someone dying, who gives a shit?
No,
it's not like they're going to live to complain about it.
Well, no, it looked like the logo just didn't look right. You know, it didn't look
like a kid drew it.
Yeah, and then when I was like, oh, it's Connor's, oh, it's okay, and then it all just Then I got
does,
everything,
yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm just stupid. I thought it was Clash of Champions because I see CC, and I assumed there was an O in the middle of the belt."
No, what WWE's now done, Rick, is they've redesigned all their pay-per-views to be little tiny shitty logos, so you can emoji them.
I'd be totally okay with that.
That would
They
actually
had,
be cool.
I would love a little like belt emoji.
Yeah.
With CC for and O for Clash of Champions, and you get like a WrestleMania one of just a guy like that.
Yes, I would take that.
We'd love a wrestling emoji style. But yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like you said, like we said, yeah, it could have been worse. I do agree. Obviously, it could have been much worse. However, what we got was pretty decent. Out of the two of them, I thought this would be the better one this month. Time will tell. But this looked really good.
It did. It was a good pay-per-view. It was a good showing for SmackDown Live's first ever pay-per-view ever.
Yep.
And it was enjoyable. Congrats to all the new champions that were crowned tonight.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes.
And congratulations to Dean Ambrose for being a footnote in the story that is AJ Styles. Kidding, but now I can actually see him saying that shit on SmackDown this week. For the rematch. You're just a footnote in my story. I'm the face that runs the place. I'll be like, oh, for God's sake, no, you literally used my over-the-top exaggeration.
Well, our friend Triple H is listening. He'll tell him. He'll
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
He will.
AJ, I thought of this awesome idea for you.
Yeah.
And it will be amazing.
It will be.
It will be glorious.
Yeah.
It will.
Wait, at any point did we ever go on and on about how Kevin Owens should be the champion?
Yeah. Believe we did.
Sure,
Or
let's go with it.
it's possible he watched back last year when I was doing when I did one of the live streams at the game with Crispy, saw Crispy and was like, oh, that guy wants to be champion. Okay. By the time the next game comes out, he'll be champion. There's Kevin Owens backstage. I loved your work when you were with that other guy. What? You mean Jericho? No, you were with Chris something. Chris J? He's like, oh yeah, Chris J.
Sure, yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, I love working with Chris J. Title shot. And that's the origin of that.
Fact.
Next pay-per-view is Clash of Champions.
Clash of Champions that happens to be at night.
Yeah, Clash of Champions. Then it's No Mercy. So it's how many months are we to Money? Oh, we've already had Money in the Bank. Did we have Money in the Bank?
Yeah, Money in the Bank takes place like March.
I was gonna say, I couldn't remember if we had it this year.
We did. It got cashed in the same night.
Yeah.
That was how Dean Ambrose won. Remember?
Oh, okay. Yes, now I remember. I was like, who the fuck won? Because normally it's like a bigger thing, and I was like, who the fuck won? I was like, when you enter, that's how Dean became champion. Oh yeah, that is how he became champion. I remembered it different. I remembered him being inserted randomly into the Seth Rollins like fucking Roman Reigns match, and was like, oh, he managed to win it, and I was like, that's not how this happened.
No, that once, but he didn't win that time.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I understand that's not how this happened. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Indeed, but yes, so Clash Champions and then No Mercy, and then at the end of October, in fact, the day before Halloween, is Hell in a Cell. That'll be a Raw exclusive.
Is the next SmackDown one Day of Reckoning?
We do not know. Actually, I can tell you because we have the list here. So we have next is Clash of Champions, September 25th. No Mercy on October 9th. Hell in a Cell October 30th. The jointly branded Survivor Series on November 20th. And then SmackDown will have TLC on December 4th. Followed by Roadblock on December 18th.
Here's a question for you, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Hell in a Cell's in October. There's going to be a Hell in a Cell match.
Mm-hmm.
Will one of these matches, or will all of the matches at No Mercy have to be construed under No Mercy rules?
Yes.
In that once you win, you have to beat your opponent down afterwards, or you have shown mercy, and therefore the decision will be reversed.
That would be
interesting.
Pay-per-view.
And it's also perfect for now the game's coming out because you can totally do that on the game this year.
Can you really?
Yep.
Yeah, when the match finishes, if you hit them quickly, you actually get a thing where you can beat them up for like an extra minute, including like pedigreeing them on the outside until they're dead. It's just funny to be able to do an extra beatdown. And
That's
Rick's
called
mind's working.
Give me a second. I'm pre-ordering.
That's called burial mode.
Yep. Which that was weird because they showed that where one of them was playing Seth Rollins and he did it once. He said he thought it was a glitch. When he tried it a second or third time, he's like, "This is intentional." And he asked him, like, "Yeah, it's intentional because after the matchup, sometimes they beat down their opponents. If you choose to hit them within a certain window, you can beat them down after the matchup." And I'm like, "Wow, I'm never gonna see my victory pose."
Yeah, I know, right?
In universe mode, I'm never gonna see my victory pose.
Yep.
It'll be like, "Oh, do I want to do the generic CAW? Or do I want to beat the shit out of them?"
Yeah.
Which one? Although I believe they're bringing back Creator Victory. In case anyone... I believe they were. I may be wrong, but that was just in case people typed angrily, "No, you won't be doing the generic stuff. They're going to be doing the... We're going to be bringing it back." It's like, who cares? It was a joke.
Yeah, you got to do that basketball one.
Yeah. It's like I liked Tringy. I liked Rey Mysterio, as everyone knows. In the wrestling games, I fucking loved destroying him, and I don't know why. It just seemed really funny to be a big guy just throwing him around places. Like, "Oh, it's Rey!" Boom. I really don't know why.
Lawn dart him into a trailer.
Yes. Or Jim's case, glitch him out of existence.
Yes.
Yeah, I insanely murdered him once in the game.
It was the best.
That was great. That was great. Were you around back then, Rick? Did you see that clip?
Yes. I hope you
Okay.
still have that because that was hilarious.
And it's also really weird.
It's probably on my old computer somewhere.
And it's also really weird because if you watch the clip back, I believe you actually do hear Michael Cole referred to as a physics malfunction.
Ah.
Now part of me actually wants the commentators to comment on glitches if they exist in the game.
That would be funny.
Pissed that they knew they were there and just did commentary for them instead of patching them. Like, "Oh my god, his head's stretched out the building. What's gonna happen here?" Like, why didn't you fix this? Look at that coward run through the crowd in a never-ending run. Look at him run. This
My
reminds
God,
me,
yeah.
Cole. He's like that new Super Mario runner that's been announced. And you're like, "Oh god."
By God, he's falling through the floor.
Yeah. "Oh my god, he's wrapped up into a ball. He must be a huge fan of Pokemon Go." You're like, "Oh, why are you doing this?" James Phoenix put himself through a table. He's crazy. He's the lunatic's fringe.
Yes. Yeah, right.
The lunatic librarian. I want
Yeah,
that as a nickname for
That's
Jim.
my nickname in 2K17 now. Yes. Thank you, Mole.
The
I
lunatic
just want all
librarian.
I want all your promos. You sit there, you look at a row of books, you pull one out, you move over 2 books and put it back, and then just go lunatic. And then that's like, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tiny little promos of you doing something like that.
And at some point, you
Yes.
need to pick up Booker T and throw him like a lawn dart, so you're literally throwing the book at him.
Ah.
So you're, oh yes, you need to team up with him so you can be library book.
There you go.
Yes. That would
Perfect.
be amazing. Or team up with Kelly and be a sperm library.
We don't want to know who's
Wow.
first. We want to know who's due.
Yes. Perfect.
Hashtag who's due.
Hashtag who's due.
See, the lunatic librarian. This writes itself. We gave Jim a new gimmick.
This does write itself. This is amazing. Now I gotta make a t-shirt of this. The t-shirt's gonna be a picture of a book with a page that's torn. It's gonna say LL on the book.
And so can you beat your opponents? You rip open their top and stuff, NWO style, and they pull out a tiny little stamp.
Yes. You've been checked out.
Yes.
That would be stupid if I go like, oh my god, what's he gonna do? You're like, what the fuck? He could have done this on his forehead. Why did you have to rip the shirt? Eh.
So I'm gonna have to make regular James Phoenix to run through career, but I'm gonna take a clone James Phoenix that's with the lunatic librarian gimmick.
Yes.
Yes.
That way I have a choice. I'll give him different moves.
And since you're already Waluigi, would your clone be Luigi?
Something like that.
Waluigi.
Yes.
Waluigi.
It'll be Mirror Universe, Jim, where it's just a mustache with a tiny little man on it.
Ah.
That works.
Okay, take us home, Rick.
All right, there you have it. Our thoughts on Backlash pay-per-view and also some bonus awesome stuff. Preview for 2K17.
Lunatic Librarian, now trending.
Hashtag who's due. All right, thank you, two of you, for joining me today.
It's a pleasure.
You're welcome.
And thank you to everyone out there for joining us. Come on back and see some more for Clash of Champions. Thank you very much, and good night.